Dokkan battle video. Today we're gonna go ahead and take a look at LR Goku and Piccolo. I did manage to get their links to full level 10. I grinded hard, to get this done quick. This unit is very good. So a lot of people's argument against the unit is the lack of teams. I feel like that argument doesn't hold the most weight currently, because I think, with the red zone being the real only difficult content of the game, you want like a full 170% lead anyway. So most units in the game don't really have too many solid teams. Upon using them though, I mean, certainly Raditz does weigh the Saiyan Saga team down. Like, if Raditz was on the level of any of the Dokkan Fest before him, Ginyu, Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Kid Buu, the androids, even AGL Trunks, if Raditz was as good as any of those, Saiyan Saga would be so crazy. He definitely does hold it back a little bit though, like no doubt about it. With additionals, Raditz can do some good damage and have some good defense, but you really need that additional for Raditz to look really good. I think that this unit though is going to age very gracefully, because it's going to be incredibly difficult for them to take damage within the first 5 turns, which has a lot of value. Look at STR Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. He is still usable, still solid for the role that he had when he first released, a million years ago. This Goku and Piccolo is going to be similar in some aspects, so I do think that this is going to be a unit that is going to age pretty well, right? These types of defensive units with guard and damage reduction and stuff like that tend to age better than offensive units and stuff. Now, the one thing about this unit though, this character can put up damage similar to the Anniversary LRs, the LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the LR Gods, but there's a lot of inconsistency in that. We could have a turn, turn 1, they could do a 10 million attack set and 2 6 or 7 million additional super attacks, right? Or we could come out of the gate with not a lot of damage at all. A big factor in how much damage they will do is the fact that they need to get 24 key. At 24 key, they get an additional 70% attack buff. They also get a guaranteed additional super if they get hit first. So, we had a very unfortunate turn right here in which we're not going to get 24 key, and we're not going to be able to get hit first. So, this will be a little bit of a lower level version of them. So, offensively, they might not be the craziest here. But, I mean, at 300k defense with guard, they're tanking everything in the game, right? They could survive STR Broly's AoE. They could survive a super attack from AGL Broly. They could survive Omega Shenron's super attack. And then don't forget that on their 18-key super attack, the 18-key cord disconnect. But on their 18-key super attack, they get 50% defense from their super attack effect, right? The Goku and Piccolo does right here. So it's their defense is going to jump up way higher after they super attack. Link set, they have experienced fighters, solid support, in-fighter, tough as nails, shocking speed, fierce battle, and legendary power. I think that link set is solid enough. Tough as nails is such a ridiculous link. Yeah, see, 4.54 is not really that crazy. This wasn't a particularly good turn. Their damage output skyrockets when they get hit first, right? And they get the additional super attack. When you get the additional super attack, their damage is going to go way up. They are stacking as well when they do the additional super attack. Every 12-key super attack that Goku and Piccolo does is stacking attack. And then every 12-key super attack that we do once we exchange in a Piccolo, he's stacking defense. Overall, the character is very good, the Goku and Piccolo. I think their defensive ability is going to be so powerful, and then depending upon the situation, they can mix in a lot of offensive potential as well. My only concern with this character is what happens after you transform. After you transform with them, that's where things potentially could be not great, because Piccolo is very weak defensively, and it is very difficult to set Piccolo up to be good defensively, unless you're getting good luck with RNG from additionals and stuff like that. But I'm curious. Okay, so we're at 257k defense. Then we'll link Vegeta and Nappa, and then we get Tough as Nails, which is that top right one right there. And then look at the effect Tough as Nails has. It gives them basically 50k defense and 5% damage reduction. added on top of, you know, already their 250k defense and guard ability. That's where this unit starts to just look so impressive. They really are. I would like to get, I want to get a 24 key super attack right here, see what damage number they hit. This first run wasn't really the greatest in terms of making them look good, but let me just get a full 24 key super attack with them. We got version Z Goku right here, Nappa. STR Nappa is this Goku and Piccolo's best friend. That is the unit. You put Nappa next to them. Both Nappa and Goku and Piccolo are not really going to be taking a lot of damage as long as your health is in a pretty good position. If you're low on health, both Goku and Piccolo potentially, and then Nappa for sure could take a lot of damage. But it's like if you're low on health. All right, how much are we going to do right here? 9.73. Not a lot of links active. We definitely could get way higher than that. That's without a 12-key super attack either. No offensive stacks up to that point. Pretty good. Let's head into the GT Legendary Goku event. I would like to let this unit stack up a while. Let's take a look at their active skill, you know, like kill shot blow that they have. And then, of course, also take a look at Piccolo once we exchange over into the Piccolo portion of the card. Alright, so we can go ahead and get a full run in here. We wouldn't be able to get 24 key with this initial turn. So instead, let's do the opposite and let's go ahead and build up their damage for a little bit later on, right? Remember that just by getting hit, they will get the guaranteed additional 12-key super attack, and then we will stack attack with them. So they're just going to hit way harder on both their active skill and any like attacks they're going to be doing at any point throughout this video, or throughout this run, right? The whole point of this unit, I feel like, well, besides their strong defense, is to get a lot of 12-key supers, build up their damage, and then you have a ridiculously powerful sort of like active skill nuke that you're going to be able to go ahead and pop off, right? That is going to be very, very powerful. I'm actually going to go ahead and let me just play this. Why don't we just go ahead and get this in here? Alright, so then we get the third turn of the guaranteed dodge for Nappa, which of course is always useful. I do like that ability that Vegeta and Nappa unit have got right there, that third turn dodging. I've always enjoyed that. That'll be good if that unit ever can get a Easy 8 at any point. This Vegeta and Nappa unit, to me, they're going to be an intriguing Easy 8, because they've already got like a type of kit that potentially could be very valuable for them, just with like a bunch of extra stats and stuff like that, right? They're an AoE, they have the third turn guaranteed dodge, they have the exchange heal. There's a lot of value, I think, to that Vegeta and Nappa unit. If they got a powerful Easy, they could look pretty good. Alright, so far this is actually kind of bad, because we're on the off rotation right here. So, like, okay, Nappa got a crit. Beautiful there. Because I was going to say, every turn, like, we're going against this Goku that doesn't have that much health, which is unfortunate. Okay, so here we go. I think, again, let me just, once Nappa gets here, they're going to look a lot better. Let's just get another turn of stacking in right here. We'll get the guaranteed additional super attacks, which will definitely look good. 257k defense, so they're still looking solid there. Remember that they are going to lose their guard, 5 key, and 90% damage after the 5th turn, right? So, next turn, they have one more turn of their guard, damage, and key, right? After that, they lose the guard ability and the key. The key is actually very helpful, right? Because they're just getting 5 key at the start of turn for free, it's like early on in fights, like you're always going to be having them get their, like, at least a super attack, right? Which will certainly be helpful for Super Battle Road, battlefield type events, stuff like that. You're going to be able to consistently get attacks in with them having like a big time sort of like defensive, like, I don't know, like strong high point that they've got, right? I like this LR. I do. I think with how powerful they are defensively, and then depending upon the situation, how they can look offensively as well, they're going to be, I think, very, very good, actually. Okay, we did more damage than I would have liked on that turn. I'm going to use an item right here. And then I think I am going to pull us up to full health as well. I would like to go into this next turn. I just want to see what all our stats are looking like next turn. Sort of at like full health. And I could do like no damage right here, which is perfect. The only thing is we're not we're not getting good luck with the orbs, right? I mean, I didn't really bring like an orb change or anything like that, because we really do, to see Goku and Piccolo's like big time damage. Again, 24 key is going to be super huge. So there's two ways we can exchange into the Piccolo portion of the unit. Number one is by getting hit 7 times. Shouldn't be too bad, because for the first 5 turns, you are going to be putting this unit in harm's way. Or if your HP is under 50% from the 4th turn, from the start of turn. I do think that the one change I think they could have given them is, I think they could have removed the fact that you have to get, like, under 50% HP past turn 4. I mean, the unit would have been way better if you could just use this active skill, sort of like big-time nuking ability. If you were able to do this, damn, this sucks. I should have brought a key up item right here, because if I could get 24 key, actually, could I? If I could get 24 key on this turn, I think this unit is going to be able to double nullify, but it has to be in slot 1, because I think what happens is, if we do the active skill nullification, and then we have them super in slot 2, it sort of like only does the nullification, I think it's got to be slot 1. We use the active skill right here. It'll nullify the first attack, and then when Piccolo does his 24 key after we exchange, he'll then be able to nullify as well. Yeah, this does kind of suck. I guess we'll just let this turn play out right here. We'll see how much damage they're going to do. Remember that their defense was debuffed by Goku supered them and debuffed them, so we do want to keep that in mind right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we are looking at in terms of damage and stuff like that right here. Okay, so... Alright, not bad. Again, just with the extra 2 key, we would get a huge, substantial increase in damage. Yeah, they're at 8 million right there. I mean, they would have been at like 12 million or something like that if we had full 24 key. And then this rotation with Nappa is going to be particularly crazy, because, I mean, Nappa is at nearly 600k defense, and then when he supers, he also gets 50% in his 18 key as well. So it's like, if your health is high, this rotation is not taking damage. If you go into the rotation with low health, you certainly could take a lot of damage, definitely, right? Because Nappa's defense in particular does sort of like drop off very fast. But it's like, if you have them on a rotation where you have high health, they're going to be looking really quite good. Okay, I'm going to just wait to do Goku and Piccolo's active skill until we get to a turn where I can accurately test. Oh, here. I'll play Raditz' active skill here, too. Why not?
その程度か。今度は俺の番かな。では技の見本を見せてやる。
Beautiful. Okay, cool. So now, okay, let's just hope for a good opening rotation with orbs here, which we did get. Nice. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Let's do this. So if this works the way I think it does, what's going to happen is we will nullify Great Ape Goku's first attack. Piccolo's then going to get a 24 key super, and he's going to nullify Great Ape Goku's second attack. That's the way this should be. Now, keep in mind that our defense was debuffed. Yeah, our defense was debuffed last turn by that Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So we can't even see the correct defense. But keep in mind that the big weakness for this unit is Piccolo's defense after you exchange. If you exchange within their first 5 turns so they still guard, Piccolo will guard on that first turn, which will be very powerful. So if you are able to get an early exchange with this unit, Piccolo will be ultra powerful that first turn, guarding while dishing out a 10+ million attack set. It'll look really good. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this active skill right here. This will do a lot of damage because we did get several stacks in. And this will also nullify Great Ape Goku's first attack. That looked so stupid on Great Ape Goku. That looks so dumb. Okay, so now we get to this rotation right here. Okay, here's the thing. So Piccolo's defense is extra low on this rotation, right? Also, keep in mind that Broly and Paragus are not supporting on this rotation, right? But Or, no, they are. No, because Piccolo's on... my brain. It's a joint forces unit, so Broly... So we're getting double support on this rotation. Nappa and Broly and Paragus. I don't know, my brain. It's scrambled eggs. Okay, so my main issue with Piccolo... Again, keep in mind that our defense was debuffed by Super Saiyan 3 Goku last turn. You do want to keep that in mind. But Piccolo gets only 100% defense at the start of turn. He gets another 100% defense for 3 or more Key Spheres. The problem is if you get 3 Key Spheres, even if it's just like 3 AGL Key Spheres or something like that, Piccolo, along with the 100% defense, gets another 3 Key. So it is incredibly difficult to get Piccolo's 12 Key, and you can't even get his 12 Key without having a very low defensive stat. See, I could do this, but then he's at 124k defense. He's not even getting the extra defense from his keys. So it is very difficult to stack up with Piccolo in the hardest content, and we really want to evaluate a premium summonable LR across the most difficult content in the game, Red Zone, right? 200k defense is unrunnable deep into the Red Zone, because Piccolo is not stacking turn 1. The earliest conceivable you could exchange in a Piccolo would be turn 3, but that's with like it's so rare of a turn. You'd have to get hit 7 times turn 1 and then exchange turn 3. It's not uber likely. It can happen, right? But typically, I feel like you're going to be exchanging a Piccolo a bit deeper into the fight. So what that means is the 100k defense or 200k defense he has is even further more unacceptable than if it was at the start of the fight. Because LR Namek Goku, likewise, his defense is pathetic at the start of fights, right? But he can really stack it up fast. You know, you could run him as a floater, a second slot. He could triple super attack. He could get a bunch of defensive stacks in. But Piccolo, it's just going to be difficult. This is one reason I felt very comfortable giving this unit full additionals. Piccolo needs the additionals if he's going to survive in Red Zone stages. He is going to get a big increase per 12 key super attack, but we actually have to hit it, right? Okay, so this is perfect. So we're going to get a 24 key super attack right here. So Piccolo, right, he massively raises attack on his 18 key, which is a 100% attack buff. He heals 10% HP start of turn, 3 key 100% attack and defense start of turn, another 3 key 100% defense for 3 key spheres obtained. He gets 100% attack on 18 key, another 50% attack on 18 key when HP is 50% or more, and then he nullifies at 24 key. The way I think this should work is we should nullify both of Great Ape Goku's first attacks right here. I believe the first one will get nullified from the active skill right here. Boom, nullification, yep. And now Piccolo will 24 key super attack, 14 million, by the way. And then now this will nullify Great Ape Goku's the next attack, because on 24 key, he does a nullification again. And, oh my god. Alright, dude. The damage they did on this turn is insane. What a ridiculous turn. And then there's a nullification. That is the pinnacle of what this unit can do. That is a perfect example of how this unit can be one of the best units in the game. This turn, you could argue against it, but you'd be wrong. That turn is very reminiscent of the LR anniversary, like the anniversary LRs. LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the LR gods, they have some... Oh, cool. But yeah, that was an incredible turn, right? Double nullification. The damage, like, the Piccolo and Goku on that turn, what was their attack stat from the active skill and then the double super by Piccolo? Like, dude, they had like a 30 million attack stat on that turn or something like that. Like, the damage they can put out is crazy, right? And we got a defensive stack in with Piccolo as well. So now he's going to be looking a lot better next turn with the extra defensive stack. So that's pretty good. I think I'm also going to go and play this. Sure, whatever. Okay. I think we potentially could finish off this Goku right here. Let's see. If we get, like, a nice crit from Raditz, or if Raditz double super attacks or something like that. I was actually quite impressed with that last turn by Piccolo, though. That was a really, really impressive turn for Piccolo. He can look very good, but keep in mind that, you know, as good as he did look, a lot of his stats and stuff like that can be very situational. Because it's like Piccolo has to get, you know, he gets 100% attack on 18 key, then HP has to be above 50% for him to get another 50% attack, right? Like, there's a lot of different factors into this character's performance. Like, if we just did, like, a long, hour-long showcase just getting, like, raw turns in, we would see such a variety in defensive stats and offensive stats by this Goku and Piccolo the whole way through events, right? Like, if I just did a couple of events, their stats are constantly bouncing all over the place, even with the same partners, because there's so many factors in health and ki and stuff like that for the damage and stuff that they're going to do. All right, so what are we up to? 231k is still just god-awful. But if we go ahead and hit this right here, what does our defense jump up to? 329. This is a little bit more reasonable. Of course, keep in mind, this is with Tough as Nails active with Nappa, though. If we get Raditz in there, it jumps down to 263. 263 at the end zone, red zone stages is unrunnable without, like, guard or damage reduction or dodge. You can't do that. Or items. 263 is not good enough. Especially, follow me here, a unit that literally just came out. We need them to be looking better defensively. Piccolo will help with the heal. The heal is nice. But that's my one sort of like flaw in this unit, is I feel like Piccolo, if they were going to make him stack defense on 12 key, they should have made it easier to get his full defense and get his 12 key, right? Because as of right now, 11 million, okay. As of right now, it's just very difficult for Piccolo to get the 12 key and get the 3 key orbs. I've actually not been able to do it yet, I think. Where I've been able to get like 3 key orbs and then he was still at like a 17 key super attack. It's just, the key is too good for Piccolo. Because with 3 key spheres, he's getting 3 key from the start of turn, 3 key from the 3 key spheres, and then whatever key the key spheres had as well. So it's like, that's like a minimum of like 9 key. It just becomes very easy for Piccolo to get these 18 key super attacks in and thus not get the thing in, though. At least I do sort of figure out, I now know, like, I understand how the active skill nullification works with Piccolo, and these active skill characters. It's because, like, so, like, if we did the nullification with Piccolo, right? Let's say we did it in slot 2. Then, you know, I believe the active skill nullification would be aimed sort of in that second slot. But then I think him then nullifying as well, I'm going to pop this just to make sure that Brilliant Paragus don't take too much damage. But if we then popped his 24 key super where he does another nullification, they sort of would overwrite each other, right? So to get the double nullification, he would have to be in slot 1, right? To get the active skill nullification and then the nullification from his 24 key super attack. But that still could be very valuable against Red Zone Broly and his AoE, right? Like, to be able to kill 2. And we could run Raditz's team and even run, like, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or something like that, the LR Gods, and we're just nullifying Broly's attacks all over the place. Which is definitely, like, one of the reasons I think the Red Zone bosses hit so hard is because they want you to use the nullification. That's why they gave it to the EZA Super Saiyan 4s. That's why Piccolo and all these characters have got it. It's because they want you to take advantage of all that. Oh my god, here we go. Alright, this is a big dick turn right here. This is like as good as it gets for Piccolo right here. How many, you know, you could, remember, we could go into like one of these events and we could have Goku and Piccolo just stack attack forever. And then by the time you swap to Piccolo, he's doing 50 million attack stats, right? Keep that in mind. But what do we do? Like 2 or 3 12-key super attacks with the LR Goku and Piccolo. We have every link activated except for solid support. We have double support going. This is basically this unit's best turn, essentially. I mean, you could definitely bleed out a little bit better turns. You know, we could even do, like, Bardock and Gine 2-turn attack buffs and bullshit like that. But, like, just like an actual turn, like, this is about as good as it gets right here. Because Nappa's supporting, Version Z Goku is supporting. Version Z Goku is giving them, right, experienced fighters and legendary power as well. So let's see what Piccolo does on this turn. 17 million. Yeah, see, dude, it's that, like, there's a reason. I feel like, do I like this unit as the 3rd best unit in the game? Boy, I do, because the thing is, like, going into this unit, I feel like I did like STR Kaioken Goku, just like the super overpowered, consistent damage, key, defense, like the whole package he's got going on. I did like him as potentially the third best unit in the game, but I feel like Goku and Piccolo is better. So I guess I do like them better than Kaioken and Goku. They are. It's just they're doing too much. They do have a major flaw, right, in Piccolo's defense at the start of when he's transformed. But besides that, this unit is mega powerful. I really like them a lot. Again, I think the defensive ultra value that they have the first couple of turns is very good as well. It's like if you could just play smart with them once you exchange, then they could really just do a lot. One other thing to keep in mind with this character, right, is that after the first 5 turns sort of wears off, and you lose their guard, they can still be good defensively after they super attack. And because if you're above 50% HP, right, they super attack, and you're getting that 50% defensive buff from their super attack effect, and then the 200% defense when their HP is above 200%. Or excuse me, when they get 200% defense when HP is above 50%. So they could still be rocking, 500k plus defense after supering without guard, right? So it's like you really can hold on to the Piccolo active skill exchange ability until you really need it, and it can really be at its best. All right, so here's a weaker turn for us, right? Going into this turn at very low health. Look how much lower Nappa's defense is. So like this is something that certainly can happen right here. I think I'm just going to give these STR orbs potentially to Piccolo, or the AJ orbs. Let's see, 5. It's the same number. All right, let's go ahead and give them this right here. Let's see what Piccolo's defense jumps up to. 368k. Piccolo's damage will be lower on this turn because we were not above 50% HP when we entered the turn, right? So there's an extra 50% on 18 key that Piccolo is not going to get here. And then remember, we also don't have like experienced fighters and legendary power active like last turn. See, Piccolo's damage is still 14, even with, because we were under 50%, weren't we? So again, it's still like another 50% attack buff on the table. Oh my god. Well, I think Broly and Paragus, they did have solid support, right? They do have solid support, so. Whew. Yeah, this unit is good. This unit is very good. Yeah, no, Broly and Paragus do not have solid support. But there's definitely turns where, we could be in huge trouble, right? Like, if HP is very low for the Nappa and Goku and Piccolo rotation, or if, base Piccolo is going to get hit too many times after you exchange, you definitely can have some very unfortunate turns. But, I mean, all things considered, they're looking good so far. I do really like this character a lot. I think they're doing a lot. Nullification, heal, guard, good key. They have defensive stacking. I mean, it's hard to set up, but, like, if you could, go into a turn with Piccolo the first turn, and you can hide him on that first turn, get a defensive stack in. Every defensive stack does give him, like, it seems like almost like 100k defense every defensive stack does. So it's like, if he additional supers, it's like, first turn you exchange, then you can hide him. He doesn't get hit at all. And then you, like, double super with him, double defensive stack. He's getting, like, 200k extra defense. And then all of a sudden he's chilling, right? So it can work very effectively, this Goku and Piccolo unit for sure. I like him. I like him an awful lot. Alright, guys, we're going to get a run in on Join Forces here, just because I did feel like it was important to show this, right? So the two LR Goku and Piccolos have all 7 links together, right? So both of these units could look a lot better in tandem. I want to revisit this when Join Forces gets a real leader skill. Because right now the two Join Forces leaders that we have are, Blue Goku and Vegeta, and then 17 and Golden Frieza. Both of them have aged. They're not really too impressive, and their leader skills suck at 150%, right? I think that, like, something like Join Forces 170, and then the 200% extra 30% for, like, movie heroes or something like that, potentially from, like, a Dragon Ball superhero, like, Ultimate Gohan and Ultimate Piccolo. Like, how nasty would that be? This rotation would be crazy, right? I do think that Int LR Goku and Piccolo would actually look quite good in this scenario. once they've built up the Goku and Piccolo, right? It's just the way Int LR Goku and Piccolo are before this unit came out. They didn't really have a character that could help them the greatest, especially when it comes to the tough as nails link, right? Which is huge. So it's like, if we rock these two as a rotation, and then like the Int LR Goku and Piccolo is able to fully build up, this is going to be a nasty rotation, right? Because you can kind of, I mean, I don't know if the Int LR Goku and Piccolo is going to be good enough, though, in order to, like, once they're fully built up, slide into slot 1 once you would exchange into Piccolo. But at the very least, first couple of turns, this is going to be a disgusting rotation right here. So let's just go ahead and sort of see what attack stats we can get from these units early on in this fight, right? 272k defense. Again, remember, we've got like things like tough as nails, all links activated. So they should and could look quite good. No attack at the start, like in slot 1 right there. So we're not going to get the guaranteed defensive stack. Remember that, you know, before we were on the 170% lead of Raditz, which is, you know, Saiyan Saga. Now we've dropped down to 150% lead. So keep in mind that our stats are much lower when sort of showcasing this. Because the Int LR Goku and Piccolo, they got shafted way worse, right? They're on 4 teams. Full Power, Join Forces, Movie Hero, and Savior is what the Int LR Goku and Piccolo have got. But that's just like, it's so weird that they dropped like another LR Goku and Piccolo, and they only have one category together. Because then Goku and Piccolo here, right? It's like, okay. So LR Goku and Piccolo, the Int one from the Garlic Jr. movie. That's Savior, Full Power, Join Forces, Movie Hero. They're 4 teams. Then we look at LR Goku and Piccolo right here, right? They have Saiyan Saga, Battle of Wits, Join Forces, All Out Struggle, Connected Hope, and Final Trump Card. I don't know why, like, in LR Goku and Piccolo wouldn't be on, like, Connected Hope, or All Out Struggle, why this unit wouldn't be on Saviors, right? I mean, aren't they, both units are going to save Gohan, are they not, right? Because the first movie is a little bit of a rehash, sort of like, the Raditz fight, right? With Garlic Jr., because it's like Goku and Piccolo racing off to sort of, like, get Gohan, or at least they end up, you know, trying to save Gohan, sort of, and then Gohan reveals his full power, and he kind of is the deciding blow that finishes Raditz and Garlic Jr. off, right? Like, it's the same thing. So it is weird that they have wildly different categories besides just Join Forces, right? It's very strange. Their categories are completely different, but then their links are exactly the same. This is, again, very bizarre. Very, very odd choice, right? I think one awesome thing they could have done is they could have realized their mistake, and when this LR Goku and Piccolo dropped, they could have just added, like, the Int LR Goku and Piccolo, added them to, like, you know, Connected Hope or All Out Struggle or something like that. Because that's another thing about this LR Goku and Piccolo, the physical one from the Saiyan Saga. They're on very small, very bad category teams that could use the help, right? All Out Struggle, Battle of Wits, Final Trump Card, Connected Hope could use the help. Join Forces is really nasty, but could always use more options, right? So you can build it in so many different ways. The 200% leader skill meta is definitely very exciting because there's so many different, like, strong team builds that we potentially could get that could be really fun to make. Okay, I do kind of want to, on this turn, I would like to see the nastiness. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to give them full 24 key. I would like Goku and Piccolo, the Int one, to also potentially get there. I'm not going to be able to. We'll just do this right here. And we'll just sort of see what this rotation looks like. I think I kind of want to get Int LR Goku and Piccolo's active skill in the video right here, and then I might end. I'm pretty content with what we've seen so far from this unit. As you guys can see, they're very ultra good. This physical LR Goku and Piccolo, they have so much to their kit, right? Stacking attack, the ridiculous active skill, powerful explosion ability. You know, the one thing is they definitely are on a lack of good teams, sure, but again, most characters in the game at this point would also, I would say, be on sort of like a lack of good teams. Currently, the way the game is constituted, we don't really have, like, a ton of great teams to run, right? And they're furthermore hurt that Raditz is, like, the worst 200% lead, like, by far. Like, it's actually just not even an argument. There's no argument to be had that he's the worst 200% lead, right? By far. So that is, like, just, like, really, really unfortunate. Okay, so I think we'll probably make next turn the last turn, because we will be able to go ahead and get the active scale for in LR Goku and Piccolo, which, you know, just get to add to the video. So let me know what you guys think of this physical LR Goku and Piccolo unit, how good they are. I did see a lot of people not really agreeing with the assessment of them as the third best unit in the game, but I feel like people care way too much right now about having a lack of good teams when, again, there's, you know, not really a ton of good teams. Like, you're not, dude, it's like improbable or something beating like Omega and Broly with the Hybrid Saiyan team. Hybrid Saiyan team is like has one of the best rosters in the game, but it struggles. Dude, Goku and Piccolo are not getting their. Is it because all those hits were dodged by Ginyu? That must yeah, that's stupid. All right, anyway, the fact that in LR Goku and Piccolo don't have their active skill up right here completely distracted me. No, man. What was I gonna say? I can't even remember, man. God damn it. Oh yeah. There's just not that many good teams that you could run right now. So it's like they don't have a lot of good teams that no one else does, right? So whatever. We'll end here. Let me know what you guys were thinking about this Goku and Piccolo, but I would have them rated very highly, potentially even the third best unit in the game. I think they're gonna age very good as well. The first guard for the first 5 turns, combined with how high their defense can get, is going to make them very powerful for the next couple of years, probably. Unless there's a dramatic power creep shift, which I don't think is very likely. This unit is going to be looking really, really, really good moving forward. So let me know what you guys think of LR Goku and Piccolo. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.